Hi everyone, welcome if you're new to my channel. My name is Dana and I am a psychic medium, originally from New York. Right now I'm recording from my grandparents' house, which is all the way in Georgia. So it's a little different setup than you normally see. I decided to come outside and I'm sitting right by the pool water. Don't know if you can hear that, but I just felt guided to come out here today. So if you're not new to my channel, you know that I channel spirit directly for a little bit before I pull a tarot or oracle card. So you don't see cards, don't worry, okay? I will get to that if they guide me to touch the deck today. They are pushing me to send out this message. And I'm gonna end up deleting the video that I had posted yesterday, which was a pick-a-pile, but they want me to touch on that specifically because I did not want to surrender to what is, and I took it upon myself to say, you know, I'm feeling guided by spirit to channel a message, but I don't want to. I want to do that after. First I want to do a pick-a-pile for you guys, right? I wanted to do a pick-a-pile about what your person is feeling. Now they're guiding me to share the reason why I wanted to do a pick-a-pile about what your person is feeling, okay? Because it's a revelation that they have brought me to and that they want me to share with you, okay? I wanted to do a pick-a-pile because I wanted to know how my person is feeling, right? And I decided, you know, if I just record 3 different piles, then I'm going to be able to choose a pile and hear how this person is feeling. Now, in the beginning of that video, I said I'm going to ask the very ego-based question. How is your person feeling, or what is your person feeling right now towards you? And I made this statement and I said out loud, and I was able to acknowledge, hey, this is an ego-based question, yet I continued to ask it anyways. So that's just a perfect example of how we could become consciously aware of the practices and the things that are subconscious patterns and limiting beliefs that have been holding us back, and then still act on it, make the conscious decision with free will to do something anyways, okay? So they want me to talk about and go in depth here about, there's a video I linked in that description box from this other YouTuber who spoke on neural pathways, attachment, love, survival-based love, fear-based love, and all that. Okay, they want me to dive into that today. So this channeled message, you might have to, you're going to, they're telling me, watch it more than once, and each time you watch it, you're going to be like, whoa, different revelations will be made. Have patience with yourself, okay? Because like they just had me channel, you could become consciously aware of something and then still act on it the very next moment, okay? And still make even subconsciously act on it, which is number 1, but then even consciously be conscious that you're acting on it and still act on it, because those patterns are so very comfortable, okay? Okay, so they want me to speak on my personal experience, okay? They want me to speak on revelations that they have brought me to, okay? Because they're telling me particularly that this is part of my purpose, to be able to share my transformational energy and be able to basically revolutionize the way that mediumship, psychic readings are truly done, okay? Just very quickly, I want to say, every single medium is also psychic. Not every psychic is a medium, though. Medium means that I have the ability to connect with those who have crossed over. I could channel your grandfather, your great-grandfather. I could channel your ancestor that you've never met, never seen, never heard of. I could feel the energy of those who have crossed over. I could communicate with them. Now, every medium who has that ability also has a psychic ability, but those are 2 different things, okay? Now, here's the thing. I've literally had a spirit come to me and tell me something about the future. I have had someone's passed on loved one tell me something like, hey, don't let this person do this. I see this happening, okay? And I've had spirit, like an actual physical person who has crossed over tell me that. Okay, so there's a difference between the two abilities, but they want me to share that with you just in case you were not knowledgeable of the fact that yes, those are two different abilities. However, a spirit can connect with someone who is a medium and specifically say, hey, this is what's going to happen. Hey. Okay? So a lot of times on my channel, they want to emphasize that, like, yes, a lot of it is utilizing my psychic abilities, but also a lot of it is, and it will be hard for you to tell the difference. It's easier for me to tell the difference because it's actually happening to me and I'm experiencing it physically. But other times it's literally me connecting with someone who has crossed over and them speaking to me particularly and telling me something. Okay, but those are two different distinct abilities, and they want to go on more in depth with it in another video, but they just wanted to lay that out there for you guys to understand that. Okay, now they also want me to emphasize a research article that I had posted on my Instagram for a little bit. I deleted it now, but it was from the National Institute of Health, and it literally showed how parts of in the left regions and the right regions of a medium's brain, the parts of the regions that deal with learning and processing information literally slow down activity while they open to channel directly from spirit. Okay, so that's what happens to me. It's literally, that's how I take my ego out of it. So that's why when I say, hey, I'm channeling them directly, take me out of it, that's what I mean. Okay, this is a judge-free zone here. I'm channeling them directly. Okay, so that happens within a medium's brain, so this way we could connect to the high vibrational energies that is spirit. Remember, someone who has crossed over doesn't have this human body vessel to limit them vibrationally. They're just their natural soul, so they're naturally more high vibrational than us. They don't have those subconscious patterns, limiting beliefs, ego-based thoughts. They don't have that, okay, because they're not in this vessel anymore. They're quite literally just high vibrational beings. So in order to connect to them, my brain literally needs to slow down its processing in order to connect to their gamma rays, because they lower their vibration a little bit to connect with me, and I have to raise mine a little bit to connect with them. Okay, so I connect to gamma rays. Gamma rays are of the highest frequency. Okay, it's faster than the speed of light. That's how when you see me accidentally touch my hand and or you see a card fly across the room, that's them literally taking over. Literally, they will take over my body to the point where, like, I will just accidentally, like, brush my hand against something and then something will fall off. Or they'll while I'm touching a deck, they will make a card fly out, because they work so fast that you literally can't physically see it with our eyes, because it's as fast as the speed of light. It's gamma rays, but it's happening so quickly. Okay. So they want me to specifically talk about a personal experience and revelation that they have brought me to recently, and this is very, very recently, and they want me to particularly emphasize how they have been giving me pieces and bits of this revelation to culminate to this moment that is like a rebirth, transformational moment for me right now. Okay? So they want me to say that because it's going to take you watching this video 10 times over, seeing this video, then going to watch someone else who's maybe a more revolutionary psychologist, because at the end of the day, I am 2 classes away from my bachelor's degree in psychology, but I'm not yet a licensed psychologist. Okay, so some of the things I will explain will tie in psychology and neuroscience, neural pathways, how your brain works, social conditioning, stuff like that, operant conditioning, how that affects our lives. So stay with me here, okay? First, they want me to talk about how I've had this personal experience where things ended with someone who I perceived, I really do love, right? But the thing is that the way that I love that person is only from my perception and conscious ability of being able to love that person. Okay, now I'm gonna dive into what I mean by that, okay? So while I was quote unquote loving this person, that love was only the love that I knew at that moment. I know a better love now. Okay? So while I was loving this person, I also had a subconscious desire for connection that I did not have it within my conscious awareness. So because of that, I had this underlying desire for connection, and then this perception that I'm loving from a most authentic and genuine place. And because that underlying, I had this desire for connection, what I created with that person, rather than genuine, authentic love that I was perceiving I was creating, what I created was actual attachment to that person. And then because of the neural pathways that have been created since childhood within me, I was perceiving what I was doing as genuine love, just loving this person and loving this person and loving this person. And no matter how much this person would pull away or tell me they weren't interested, or that I was being, either codependent or overly nurturing, or I was being angry, or I had anger issues, or whatever this person was saying about me, I was just saying, I love this person. I could love this person through this. I could love this person till they see the real me. I could love this person till they no longer believe that. I could love this person till they love themselves enough to not see that within me anymore. That's false. That's the societal impression that we have around love. That's false. And I'm going to tell you why that was created. It's because have compassion and patience with yourself, because this is all we were taught. This is all we were taught, quite literally. So here's the thing. When you're a child, we're going to bring it way back real quick before I go back into that. When you are a child, the people who you love are also the people who provide you food, shelter, nurturing. Those are the people who are supposed to teach you how to provide for your own emotional needs. And those are the people who are providing for all of your physical needs. So those are the people who you quite literally depend on for survival. So what happens is, as a child, since the people we love are the people who we depend on for survival, neurological pathways are created within the brain that associate love with survival. Love with survival, love with survival, love with survival. And this is all going on unconsciously while we're just living our everyday lives. Okay? So now let's say your caregiver, your mom or your father, does something to neglect you, either emotionally or physically. We're going to use a dramatic example at first. Let's say this person doesn't feed you. Okay? Now, as an infant, what are you going to do if you're not being fed? You're going to bug the F out. You're going to start crying. I don't have food. I can't survive. I quite literally cannot survive. Okay? But this is the person who loves you, and who you perceive loves you, right? And who you love, who is abandoning you in this way. Okay? So that creates a neurological pathway in your brain that associates love and that feeling of abandonment with fear and I'm gonna die and I can't survive. Okay. So now fast forward to an adult. Understand that our brain knows no difference between the abandonment that you received as a child from your caregiver and the abandonment you receive from a romantic partner or any other connection, any other relationship in your life as an adult. Your brain knows no difference. So subconsciously, let's say now you get into a romantic relationship with somebody who you love, and then this person does something to trigger that abandonment wound within you. Here's the thing, our amygdala is that reactive part of our brain that, like I said, it knows no difference. All your amygdala knows is, I feel a threat, I react to it. I feel a threat, I react to it. Okay? So when you step into a circumstance, when you're now in a romantic connection, understand that your brain has already created a neurological pathway that associates that feeling of love combined with that feeling of abandonment as I'm gonna die. So you're not conscious of it, but then as an adult, you step into a romantic relationship and someone behaves in a way that makes you feel abandoned and triggers that abandonment in your amygdala, quite literally. It's your brain doing all this on its own without your knowledge. Okay? And when you're not knowledgeable of it, how can you control it? You can't. Okay? So this is why I'm trying to bring this into your conscious awareness now. So have patience with yourself, because this is quite literally neurological pathways and decades deep. Okay? Because I'm sure anyone who's watching this video is at least 20 years old. Okay? So you got 18 plus, 20 plus, however old you are, years of this subconscious patterning. So have patience with yourself, okay? You want me to emphasize that. So what happens when you step into a romantic connection now, and someone behaves in a way that makes you feel abandoned, they trigger that amygdala. Your brain knows no different from being that infant that is feeling starved. So what your brain does is triggers you to bug the fuck out. And that is why it's so hard to control your behavior from flipping out on somebody who you love. When you feel abandoned, or when that subconscious wound is triggered, whatever wound that may be for you. It is so hard to control your anger or control whatever reaction you have, because your brain quite literally knows no difference from being that infant crying in a crib, screaming for food. Crying for food. Your brain literally feels like, I'm gonna die. Because your brain has created a neurological pathway that associates the feeling of love and the feeling of that threat of whatever it may be, abandonment, whatever, as I'm gonna die, I can't survive. So that's the only way your brain knows how to react. It's just gonna continue to trigger and fire off that subconscious patterning. So now let's say you went through this as a child, right? And now let's say you went through this as a child. Let's say your parent, they didn't feed you, right? And then they didn't feed you, right? And then you start bugging out and crying about that, and then they don't teach you or show you a way of how to address that emotional need that you now have. They don't show you how to subside your reaction. They don't show you how to regulate your emotions. They don't teach you how to do that. So it's physical abandonment, and now it's emotional abandonment, okay? So now they create this physical reaction, right? And then they don't teach you how to regulate it. So without being taught how to regulate your emotions, now you still have this neurological pathway of associating love with that threat as I'm gonna die. And you do not know, quite literally have never been taught how to regulate that. Okay? So as an adult, until you become conscious of this, there's quite literally no chance in hell of changing this behavior, because your brain is already doing this automatically. Okay? So now back to my example. Right? I was in a connection with somebody who I love very deeply, right? But my brain created a neurological pathway of associating love and any feeling of a threat of abandonment as I'm gonna die. So this person wouldn't text me back. What would I do? Bug out, go off. This person not responding to me? Bug out, go off. Cry. Text them 100 million times. Because my brain knows no difference. Your brain knows no difference, okay? And I was taught, this is love. This is what love is like. Love is survival-based. Love is fear-based. This is love. This is love. This is love. So the only way that I was taught to fix this, with never being taught how to regulate my emotions, was let me just keep loving, keep loving, keep loving, keep loving. And if I love this person enough, then maybe they won't go away. And I can't handle them going away, because going away means I'm going to die. Going away means I can't survive. So the only way to get this person to not go away is to love them more, because I've never been taught another way of getting this feeling to go away. I've never been taught how to regulate my emotions. So the only thing I was able to do without being conscious of this, was just to continue to try and love this person, love this person, love this person, love this person, love this person. Because I've never been taught how to regulate this emotion. I've never been taught how to regulate this trigger. So what did I do? I just kept trying to love this person and love this person and love this person and love this person. You can't love anybody out of anything, okay? You can't love anybody into loving themselves. Okay? You can't love anybody into perceiving this for themselves. You can't love anybody into becoming aware and conscious of their subconscious patterns. You can't love anybody into wanting to get rid of their limiting beliefs. You can't love anybody into that. Everyone has to make that conscious decision on their own. But I wasn't even able to perceive that this person had their own subconscious wirings that was the reason why they're looking at me like you have anger issues or you're codependent or pointing the finger at me and wanting to walk away from me. I couldn't perceive that this person has their own journey and their own subconscious patterns and limiting beliefs because as a child, again, your brain knows no difference. As a child, you internalize everything. So again, let's go backwards. As a child, I had somebody I loved, right? My parent, my caregiver, who gave me this threat of abandonment, feeling of abandonment. So my brain knows no difference but to keep playing that out. So I internalize as a child without being taught how to regulate my emotions, without being taught that there isn't something wrong with me, that I'm not receiving this love back, aka in the form of a lack of abandonment. I internalize that as a child into there's something wrong with me. So now as an adult, I get into a situation where I feel an energy of love, I feel the threat of abandonment, and now instead of being able to see that this person is on their own journey and has their own subconscious patterns and wounds, I look at myself and I'm like, there must be something wrong with me. But rather than looking within and trying to fix myself because I've never been taught how to regulate my emotions, that shit would be scary if I look to go regulate my emotions without ever being taught. So instead of doing that, what my brain is automatically going to do is going to trigger me to continue to try and love this person, love this person, love this person, love this person, to get them to see that hopefully they can see and tell me and show me that there's nothing wrong with me. Because if I could just get this, if I could just love this person enough for them to no longer threaten this fear of abandonment, no longer threaten this, give me this threat, trigger this threat, then I'm going to be safe. That's what my brain was quite literally doing. That's what our brains are quite literally doing. Honey, this video is transformational. You might have to rewind. Okay? Okay? So I didn't even know while I was doing all this that my attachment to this other person actually stemmed from a fear of looking at myself. Because I never had been taught how to look at myself. I never been taught how to regulate my emotions. I only been taught, or not taught, the lack of being taught, quite literally, only allowed my brain to create neurological pathways of, I guess there must be something wrong with me, so I just need to love this person, love this person, love this person, until they no longer threaten this threat that literally makes me feel like I'm gonna die. So in order to feel safe, I just need to love this person into perceiving that I'm not this thing that they think I am. I just need to love this person until no longer triggering this threat. You can't love somebody into no longer doing anything. But your brain will tell you can, because it's been conditioned to do so. So because I never taught to regulate my emotions, I had a fear, subconscious fear, of looking at myself, of holding myself and accepting all that's made me who I am. Because I've never been taught how to do that in a safe and healthy way. So rather than doing that, to avoid doing something that's scary because it's foreign to me and I've never done it before, I just continue to operate in the patterns that I've always used because they were comfortable for me. So it was more comfortable for me to continue to try and love this person and love this person and love this person until they would be able to look at me and say, you know what, you're not codependent. You know what, you don't have anger issues. You know what, I do love you. You know what, I do want to be with you, and stop triggering this threat from me. Rather than for me to look within myself and say, you know what, this person has their own journey right now. Let me look within myself and see what I need to do to stop attracting this vibration towards me, to stop attracting this person who keeps perceiving me in this way. So it's all subconscious for you to not want to do this. Okay? I'm going to look through my journal here because they're guiding me to say something based on what I wrote in my journal. Understand that your brain is just trying to protect you, okay? So don't feel guilty for anything that you have done. You can't have guilt or shame for chasing or running after a person, because your brain was just trying to protect you from that feeling of, I'm gonna die, quite literally. Your brain knows no different. You can't be mad at it. It quite literally did not know any better. And how would it? It's never been taught. You've never been taught. So sometimes it's hard, really, to see our own shit, because when we're dealing with bullshit from somebody else, it quite literally is a reflection of our own shit. But it's not like looking in the mirror, okay? When I look in the mirror, I see exactly what is physically here, right? No, it's the opposite. It's like looking into a reverse image. Usually what we attract is a reverse image, because the universe is aligning you with those energy dynamics. It's just energy dynamics, okay? Opposites attract. That's quite literally what it is. So it's like your energy is aligning to the exact opposite to try and trigger you, wake you up to see what you're doing wrong. It's not going to align you to the exact same vibration. So it's very hard to perceive what we're doing wrong sometimes, because the other person will be triggering exactly what needs to be brought up through their reverse image of what we need to heal, okay? So let's say I had extremely codependent patterns. So what I attracted to me was somebody who is extremely dismissive of women, did not want to talk about their feelings, does not want to communicate whatsoever, walks away, shuts down, like literally like a turtle goes into its shell. Boom, that's it, to avoid conflict. But me, with my codependent patterns, would go. I could just love this person out of this. I can just love this person. I could just love this person out of it. And that would push this person further and further back into their shell. And that's how, through energy dynamics, the energy was trying to get me to wake up to what I was doing, because I would just keep going, and that would push this further and further away until I'm forced, quite literally until I was forced to look at myself, until I was forced to stop getting angry and pointing the finger and do the real challenging thing and self-reflect. Because pointing the finger at the other person is fucking easy. Understand that nothing would be right in front of your face if you weren't in fucking alignment with it. So somewhere deep down, your subconscious patterns are attracting that shit to you. And it's your decision whether or not you want to become conscious of it, so you can let that shit go. And you can begin to create a new life. See, a lot of people are under the impression that your past life only talks about lives that you had before you entered this vessel. No, honey, your childhood can be a past life if you want it to be. It's time for your rebirth. Yes, we should die many times within our lives. We should have multiple past lives within one theoretical human life. Your soul should die multiple times. That's quite literally what you're being called to do if you're watching this video right now. Your soul is calling you to die right now, to rebirth itself into a new life without these subconscious patterns, social conditioning, and limiting beliefs that have been keeping you stuck and keeping you operating in the cycle of conflict with everyone in your life. And I'm getting that this, you will see as you begin to break this down within your own life, how this has been challenging you in not only your romantic connections, but also in your entire life. The avoidance of looking within. It might be the reason why you avoid doing that project that you got to do for work, writing that essay that you got to write. Because, and you will continue to avoid that, continue to avoid that situation, continue to avoid that situation, and receive this anxiety about it. And to escape that anxiety, you perceive that thing is triggering your anxiety rather than looking within and seeing what's actually triggering your anxiety. You will just avoid that situation, avoid doing that essay, avoid completing that project. You will distract yourself with other things. You might go out with friends or do other things to avoid doing what you got to do. Because you've never been taught how to look within in a healthy way, so you just avoid it. So doing the other things are comfortable for you. You see how this plays a role in your entire life? So I woke up and I realized I've been deceiving myself. This entire time I thought I was loving this person genuinely and authentically, and I'm loving this person. No, I'm avoiding looking within myself. Quite literally, I'm creating my own self-deception. By pointing the finger and saying, oh, if I could just love this person out of this. I really had to sit with myself and ask myself, why am I chasing someone who hasn't committed to me? Why am I engaging in these cycles of arguing with this person? Why am I operating from survival mode? Why am I operating from a place of fear? Why am I allowing someone to dangle a carrot in front of my face? For any period of time, whether that be months, years, minutes, seconds. Why am I allowing that? What am I doing? What do I need to do? Why am I not ready to snap out of my ego and recognize that love means to let go? Because my brain has quite literally been taught to be comfortable, to protect itself, and to not do that. Because looking within is scary. But it's time now. Hello. Become conscious of this today, and let's change our lives. Let's manifest what we really want. Okay? It's time to realize that the first person, your first cosmic divine lover is you. The first person you have a soul connection with is you. Yourself, your inner child. A lot of times we see the Six of Cups in tarot. Everyone wants to read that as reconciling with someone you have a soul connection with. That's beautiful. Guess who the first person you have a soul connection with is, honey? You. You. And the only way to come into alignment with someone who you genuinely have a soul connection with is to reconcile with the first person who you have a soul connection with your first cosmic divine lover, and that's you. Hello. Welcome to the party, baby. Welcome to the party. This is cosmic alignment, okay? So So I think there's a misconception, honestly, about the Six of Cups in tarot. So I think the Six of Cups should generally be read as reconciling with your inner child and then coming into alignment with someone who has done the same. Because the only way you can reconcile with this person that you believe you have a soul connection with is if this person decides to go off on their merry way and reconcile with their own inner child. To realize their own subconscious patterns and limiting beliefs and come to their own true natural state and divine nature, which is without these fears and wounds that have been created over the course of the years of our lives. Did you see that ant? Hi, little guy. You're kind of hairy. It's weird. Anyways, ant symbolism. Actually, what? I have ant written on this paper. You can't make it up. Can't make it up. Because I saw an ant when I was writing this too. Wow, can't make it up. I wrote this 6/22/21. Anyways, look up ant symbolism, okay? It's time to, wait, I did look up ant symbolism after this. It means it's about getting organized, getting your shit together. Quite literally. It's time to get in line, baby. Get in alignment with yourself. First and foremost, okay? The second you begin to long for something outside of you, it will move further and further and further away from you. That's energy dynamics. That's just energy dynamics, baby. The deeper you yearn, the further it will go. So this is what they're telling me right now. If you have someone on your mind, this is your chance. This lifetime. This is your chance right here, right now. This is your chance. Are you going to do this for you or for them? Because if you continue to try and do this for them, you're probably never going to see them again. And I can really almost guarantee that. Because that's energy dynamics. And energy does not lie. And time is an illusion. Time is an illusion. So the energy that exists around us, quite literally, does not have a perception of time. The energy that exists around us, that brings us into alignment with every single person, place, thing, and opportunity that we receive, cannot perceive time. So it doesn't care if you don't learn this lesson right now, because it doesn't perceive time. It's just waiting for you to come into alignment with that energy. So it quite literally, you perceive time, you see it, you live your entire life without experiencing these things. But the energy will just be sitting there laying dormant, and it'll get you next life. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's time to realize that in an effort to protect ourselves, we've really just been deceiving ourselves. It's time to realize that in an effort to protect ourselves, we've really just been cheating and betraying ourselves. Have patience with yourself, have compassion with yourself. This is all that you've been taught. This is all that you've been taught for the entire years of your life. This is all that you've been taught. So have patience with yourself, but understand this today. Bring this into your conscious awareness so you can keep trial and error trying to bring it into your life. You will have to watch this video 100 times. You'll have to watch 100 other million videos. But you will understand this. You will get this if you make the conscious effort to bring this into your awareness today. Okay? We cannot continue to believe that the reconciliation was ever with the other person. My love, it's always been you. When's the last time you sat with your inner child and listened to her, all of her deepest concerns and worries? When was the last time you held her? She might be somewhere curled up in a ball right now, crying. It's time to go get her. It's time to go get him. Would you? Or are you going to continue to allow her to associate the self-love with a feeling of abandonment and, I'm gonna die? Are you going to continue to abandon her and call that love? Because that's what you're going to continue then to get from outside of you. Your emotions are not any other person's obligation. Everyone has their own journey and their own healing to do. See, when I first made this revelation, I felt like I'm so hurt by my own patterns. Why would I do that to myself? It's time to understand that you were just trying to protect yourself and you quite literally did not know any better, my love. You need to forgive yourself. I started to get angry with myself. Like, fucking stop trying to protect me. I don't need fucking protecting. I don't want to feel this fucking way anymore. It's like, I don't want to hold on. I don't want to be attached. This fucking hurts. This fucking sucks. Why the fuck would I fucking create this pattern out of fucking protection? It's fucking stupid. I was so mad. I was so mad. I was like, fuck this shit. But then I had to realize while I was getting angry, inside, I was just scared. I was scared of looking within. I was scared of diving deeper. I was scared of being vulnerable with myself. Because it was so foreign to me, it was so scary. Understand that if you were brought here today, there's an energetic force that is trying to tell you, honey, release, elevate. This pattern is no longer serving you. Walk away from this. Okay? 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 Okay, my love, let's do it. They want me to pull some cards. I start with this deck, but there's this card on top. The World card. Wow, you can't make it up. You can't make it up. The World card is about closing out of a cycle. Quite literally. It's time, baby boo. It's time. It's time. I'm gonna turn this camera a little bit. Allow you to see more of what I'm actually doing over here. Just a little bit more, I'll turn it. This should be good. You see how that card was at the bottom? I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. You guys know, if you're not new to my channel, then you know I shuffle until they tell me to stop. So sometimes it's a lot, sometimes it's a little, you know, I gotta listen because I'm a being of love. I release all negative energy. Oh, this card fell out. I know what I am here to do. At the bottom of the deck, doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Can't be so outward focused on, you know, is this person gonna call? What's gonna happen? You gotta focus on your own energy and your own vibration. Understand everyone is on their own journey. If this person wants to close out those cycles in their life, they will. And if you want to close in the cycles in your life, then you will. And Understand, it's time to overstand what an energetic connection and a soul connection really means. A soul connection is an energetic connection. And if you're energetically connected to somebody, guess what, baby? If you decide to close out these cycles in your life, your vibration will raise so high that if you're energetically connected to this person, it will be inevitable for them to also raise their vibration as well. And they will have to meet you there, baby. They will have to. Okay? I don't want any more cards for a sec. Release the need to know all the answers. Liberate yourself from the need to love other people. Don't let love still mean survival for you anymore. If you continue to operate in this way of just trying to get this person to love you, trying to get this person to love you, trying to get to this person to no longer threaten that and trigger that wound, trying to just love this person out of whatever fear that they may have, whatever perception they may have around you, whether they perceive that you have anger issues or they perceive that you're codependent or whatnot, understand that you will just continue to confirm their perception by looking without and not looking within. Because if you're not looking within you, you're not healing the wounds that are quite literally triggering that ego-based reaction within them. Because you're energetically connected, so if you're not looking within, they're not going to look within. If you're giving an ego-based reaction, guess what they're going to give? An ego-based reaction. So if you continue to look without you and outside of you, you're just going to continue to confirm the anger issues or the codependency that they perceive within you. So becoming aware is giving yourself the opportunity to have the potential of putting in the conscious effort to make a relationship actually work through reprogramming your mind. And understanding that love is not survival. Love is just love. Love isn't need. Love isn't, I'm gonna die. It feels like that right now for sure. Everything in our life is energetic alignment, like I said. Okay? It's time to understand that. Any reader can tell you, this person's gonna call you tomorrow, this person's gonna call you tomorrow. I'm here to tell you the real truth, honey. If you don't get into energetic alignment for this, how is it gonna be able to happen? If you don't reflect, if you don't go within, with your own wounds, how's it gonna happen? How's that ever gonna work? Stoked. Riding the wave of positive manifestation, excited, dream come true, great things happening. Wow. These two cards just flew out. Communication and talking again. Address concern without attacking person. Communication is the issue. Healthy, loving dialogue. Wow. Can't make it up. At the bottom of the deck. Can't make it up. You can't make it up. Healthy, loving dialogue. Communication is the issue. Like I said, you bug the fuck out like a baby crying in a crib. I'm gonna die, I'm not being fed. Because your brain knows no difference. Talking again, texting, reconnecting with someone, open up a dialogue, second chance, back in each other's world. Total connection, like-minded, resonance and intimacy, compatible personality types, healthy attachment styles. Keyword, healthy. Okay, but at the bottom of the deck, the guarded heart, I mean, you can't make it up. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. The guarded heart, lingering trust issues, fear from past hurts. Love can't get through that wall. Forgive and let go. You need to start with forgiving yourself. It's the only way you can forgive another person. Thinking, time is needed. Don't make reactive, impulsive decisions. Consider all perspectives. Time is needed. Don't make reactive, impulsive decisions. Don't let your subconscious mind fight off the handle. Once you become consciously aware of these patterns, that's when you can make the conscious effort to change it and actually make a relationship work, like I said. First, you need to consider all perspectives, though. Okay? Oh my gosh. Later, dude, love yourself enough to accept only the best. Let go. Be comfortable being alone. Oh my God, look, I spilled the deck. Inner work. Heal yourself first. You'll attract what you are. Choose partners that want to grow with you. You see how this was coming with it? Notice red flags that may be emotional, physical, sexual, financial in nature. Ask for help in situation, okay? And meditate. Meditate daily. Follow your intuition. Find inner peace, balance, alone or with a partner, okay? That's the only way you can be exclusive with another person in a healthy way, okay? Is to do this inner work and recognize destructive habits, quite literally. Toxic thinking / behavior, you can't make it up. And be able to say, later, dude, I only deserve the best. Literally, you deserve the best. Major improvement. Doing inner work and dealing with past hurts. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. You're going to have to do the inner work and deal with these past hurts and say, you know what? I love myself enough to say, accept only the best. Whether this person comes and talks or not, you're going to be able to recognize, hey, if this person is still being manipulative, hey, if this person is still being controlling, if this person is still disregarding boundaries, being egocentric, feeling entitled, being selfish, you're going to be able to recognize that. If this person is being this way, you're going to be able to recognize destructive behaviors. And when you do your inner work, you will be able to choose partners that want to grow with you. Quite literally, choose partners that want to grow with you. Oh my gosh, I just spelled the deck again. Emotional intimacy. Heal relationship with self / inner child. Proceed successful relationships. Love is energy, quite literally. Oh my gosh, I spelled the deck again. The graduate. New life phase or stage in relationship someone has grown or healed. They're basically saying what you're going to do, but it's up to you, you know? Okay? It's up to you at the end of the day. It's up to you. You can hang on to that if you want. You can hang on to this relationship abuse if you want. It's your choice. It's your choice. Okay? We need to get out of the, oh my gosh, let's put the deck. The Seven of Swords in reverse. Seven of Swords is quite literally self-deception. Did you see what's trying to come out here? Eight of Cups. You can't make it up. Walk away from things that are no longer serving you. Walk away from the self-deception. Okay? We need to get rid of this subconscious idea, literally limiting belief, that if you accept that this person is behaving in a toxic way or isn't showing up in the way that you need them to show up right now, that means that you're not in a soul connection, they're not your soulmate, they're not your twin flame or whatever you want to call it. We need to release the guilt of feeling like we wasted our time if this person is not our twin flame or is the wrong person for us. You need to let all that go. You need to love yourself enough to accept only the best. Let go and be comfortable being alone. This was, whoa. Oh. I had mad and then flipped over. That's a beetle crawling across the cards, and that's another omen. Google the symbolism for a beetle. I forgot that one, but I looked it up the other day. And that was actually also on that sheet of paper. The word "and" and the word "beetle." Can't make it up. That's how you know spirits around. What the heck? All these cards. Remember I told you I shuffle until they say stop. I don't know if they... Hold on, let me try shuffle one more time. Yeah, they don't want to card from this deck. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. They're like dubbing my shit so hard for that deck. Okay, like maybe later. Let me see. Okay, they want me to finish using this deck. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to kill you. I just wanted to get off of me. Oh my gosh. I just tried to knock this ant off of me and I think I accidentally squished it a little bit. Oh no, he's going. Okay, he's walking. Good. I'm scared. Okay, your time. I feel like that's such an omen. Like, this person didn't mean to kill you. They just needed their space, okay? We got the 10 of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords, and the 2 of Cups. Quite literally, you feel this potential with this person because it exists. That's why you feel so heartbroken, because you do love this person. Your amygdala is being triggered because, remember, when you were a child and you associated love energy with this trigger, boom, I'm gonna die. So that's exactly what's happening again with this person. That's why you're stuck. That's why you and this person are stuck, because it's about recognizing that, being conscious of it. And oh my gosh, this came out in reverse. Everyone knows, if you're not new to my channel, I just pulled the deck star card. Are you serious? Everyone knows, if you're not new to my channel, what the, do you see what's trying to come out here? The 6 of Cups. You can't make it up. That's how you know they're here. Everyone knows that you're not new to my channel. The 7 of Pentacles is my card for learning your karmic lesson. Learning your karmic lesson. Hold on. Their little beetle fell in the pool water and I had to save him. I literally saw him fall. Oh my gosh, you see what card I used? Seek professional advice. And by that, I just saved him from the water. You know, therapy might be a good option to help you. Or I feel not like traditional therapy. I'm getting more like, right now I'm in a cosmic sexuality course, like something like that maybe. Like some sacred energetic healing to help you reconcile with yourself, like soul retrieval, maybe hypnosis, okay? But a professional will help you with that. Like, that's a professional. Seek professional advice, okay? To learn this lesson. 7 of Pentacles is my card for learning this lesson, and we already know that I channeled the 6 of Cups as reconciling with your inner child first. Closing out that cycle of operating from fear-based and survival-based love. That's why you're stuck with this person. That's why you're stuck. That's why all your relationships come to a stagnation. They wanted that one card from that deck to come out how they wanted it to come out. They were like, you're forcing it right now. And we didn't say we're ready. this card's saying. I turn every experience into an opportunity. Each problem has this kind of just went into my hand. Each problem has a solution. All experiences are opportunities for me to learn and grow. I am safe. Each problem has a solution. All experiences are opportunities for me to learn and grow. I am safe. I love it. My thoughts are creative. I say out to every negative thought that comes to my mind. No person, place, or thing has any power over me, for I am the only thinker in my mind. I create my own reality and everyone in it. Wow. You saw how that just came out? Divine wisdom guides me. I am guided throughout this day in making the right choices. Divine intelligence continuously guides me in the realization of my goals. I let go of all expectations. Release the need to know all the answers. I flow freely and lovingly with life. I love myself. I know that only good awaits me at every turn. This card just flew out too. I am totally adequate for all situations. I am one with the power and wisdom of the universe. I claim this power, and it is easy for me to stand up for myself. Love yourself enough to accept only the best, okay? I am worthy of loving. This was at the top. I do not have to earn love. I am lovable because I exist. You don't have to keep, and I just love you so much, I just love you so much, I just love you so much. It doesn't have to be a means of survival anymore, okay? You are lovable because you exist. Others reflect the love I have for myself. Quite literally, what did I say? The reflection, that reflection energy I said. Everything's a reflection of you. Everything is a reflection of you. There's another and. I'm gonna move these cards out of the way. Wow. Didn't I say our past life isn't only just like lies outside of this vessel, it's also childhood? Balance karma, past and present. There is a reason for everything. Each life has connections to previous lives. You came to balance karma with others. Allow grief, anger, and guilt to be transformed into a force to fortify you and assist you in fulfilling your purpose of this lifetime. Wow. That ant is crawling on that. I released the need to know all the answers now. It's crawling on that card. Oh, you guys see him, right? Hey, little guy. So I'm gonna delete that other pick-a-pile because they put all of us in our place. So I didn't finish explaining how they put me in my place. I wanted to record a pick-a-pile, so guess what they made me do? They had me set up like I was recording a pick-a-pile. I recorded pile 1, and then when I went to record pile 2, they were like, do we really have to say all that again? Because it's the same for every pile. I was like, y'all tricked me. Y'all tricked me. Okay. Fire. The radiant light from the south spreads in all directions. It awakens your passion and intuition. Oh my god, that's I just flicked it across where the ant was crawling on me. I'm so sorry I flicked you. You tickled me. You tickled my leg. You see him? He was crawling on me. Okay. Oh my gosh, wow. Such an omen, guys. Okay. The radiant light from the south spreads in all directions. It awakens your passion and intuition. Intuition, do you really trust you're in a soul connection with this person? Because if you did, you would be able to truly let go and understand that I can do my inner work. I can heal myself first. I can focus on myself. And that if this person's really in an energetic connection with me, that they will be in vibrational alignment with that. They'll naturally come into vibrational alignment with that. They'll do that on their own. I won't have to say or speak a word or lift a physical finger. That's really trusting your intuition. Really trusting what you feel. The organization and preparation are over. You went through the hard shit. You went through all the shit to get to the point of watching this video and making this realization. So now is the ideal time to execute your plans. Make the decision to move forward. Go forward at full speed. Don't lose the opportunity. Wow, what did I say? Didn't I say time is an illusion for them? Time is an illusion for energy. Energy does not understand time. It all perceives as energy. So if you're not in energetic alignment with this life, you're the only one who's going to perceive that it's going to catch you next life. The energy will have no perception of that. The energy will just lay dormant and wait for you to catch it next life, quite literally. Don't lose the opportunity. This ain't about to fall on me again, I swear, guys. Ooh. Yeah, my phone just took a hit from that. Oh my god, it crawled on me again. And it knocked over Kwan. Don't lose the opportunity, okay? Damn, that ant, yo. I knew it was a bad idea to come out here. First day with this phone, no phone case yet. I knew it was a bad idea to come out here without a phone case and work on the concrete. But I was like, I just liked the energy over here. It's alright. A little scratch won't hurt it too bad. I gotta get a phone case though. I really gotta order that online. Okay. You do not have to earn love. You are lovable because you exist. Others reflect the love that you have for yourself. Okay? Don't be afraid to make that choice in a seemingly choiceless situation. Take the first step and great opportunities will emerge for you and those involved. Trust that every road is a route to your destiny. Believe in yourself. So they want me to, you hear how loud those are? Damn. They want me to mention a technique, a quick technique about how you can work to reprogram your mind. Perfect way to start is visualization. And I know a lot of people say visualization, manifestation, and whatnot, okay? Now here's the thing. This is an example that same YouTuber from that video used. Visualization. I think they're gonna have me channel in a different way though. You could visualize taking a very small step, right? Take 2 minutes in the morning when you first wake up, okay? When you first wake up is the best time because you're in that like semi-conscious state. So when you first wake up, take a few minutes to yourself. Visualize taking one small step to do that act that you're afraid of doing. Let's say I'm afraid of completing this essay. This is just an example, right? So I'm going to visualize myself writing a paragraph. I'm going to not only visualize that, but I'm going to allow myself to feel the feeling that I would feel if I wrote that paragraph. Feeling that, really allowing myself to feel that feeling, okay? Because here's the thing, your brain does not forget feeling. That's why you're quite literally operating the subconscious pattern, okay? Your brain does not forget the feeling, okay? The fact that the ant called on me twice is such an omen. Please look that up, okay? But what they're saying to me is that you need to visualize taking that one small step. So let's say I'm going to visualize writing the first paragraph of that essay. Or you can do even smaller than that. I'm going to visualize writing my name. Feel the feeling of writing my name. Feel the feeling of completing that first paragraph, right? Feel the feeling of finding the sources that I need to write the essay. Feel the feeling of documenting my references, okay? Then when I open my eyes, I'm going to take a small step to accomplish that. And allow myself to genuinely feel that feeling. And allow my brain to create new neural pathways that associate the love for myself without a means of survival and begin to associate, like, your brain will subconsciously create new neural pathways around what love means towards yourself. And by doing that, your brain will create new neural pathways about loving other people as well. So you could do this with any situation. Yeah. Let's say I've never had a healthy relationship. I've only experienced toxic, extremely toxic and abusive relationships my entire life. So a small step for you could be sitting with someone and having an open and authentic and honest communication without judgment. You could visualize sitting with someone and having an open and honest communication without judgment. Conversation with that person. And really visualize that person not judging you whatsoever for you saying exactly, authentically how you feel. Feel the feeling you would feel, because remember, the brain does not forget feeling. Feel the feeling you would feel from having an authentic, honest conversation, being able to really express your truest, most raw self, and feel the feeling of that person not judging you. Then take a small step to actually be able to feel that within your own life. So maybe instead of taking that up, maybe instead of just thrusting yourself into having an honest, open, raw conversation with someone, you could get a journal. And the next thing you do once you open your eyes and allowing yourself to feel that feeling of non-judgment is take your journal and have an open and honest, raw conversation with yourself. Write it all out. Write it all down. Or record a voice note and have an authentic, raw conversation with yourself. Okay? And allow yourself to feel the feeling of being vulnerable. This will allow your brain to quite literally create new neural pathways within your brain that will allow you to have a little bit more control over your subconscious patterns, because you've now, one, brought them into conscious awareness, and now two, are reprogramming them. So when they come up, you're conscious of them, and you have created more, like a couple new neural pathways that are the opposite of that comfortable reaction with 100 million different pathways. And now you could start to reprogram your mind to choose the new neural pathways that you've been creating through visualization. Okay? Okay? So make that decision to do this for yourself, to reconcile with your inner child today. Maybe hypnosis will be really good for you. Okay? I'm getting that. Soul retrieval in particular. Soul retrieval. Someone who specializes in soul retrieval. Okay? Don't be afraid to make that choice in a seemingly choiceless situation. Take the first step, and great opportunities will emerge for you and those involved. Trust that every road is a route to your destiny. Believe in yourself. Okay? Forgive yourself, have compassion with yourself, and most of all, believe in yourself, because you got this. Okay? Mulan is the imagery here. And if you don't know the story of Mulan, you should look it up, because she's a woman who really had to believe in herself. No one else was giving her that conscious support, because she was fighting in an army where only men were allowed to fight in. And as a woman, she had to just believe in everything that she was able to do without the support of anyone around her. And by her doing that, she energetically aligned to that support, the vibration of that support, because she was giving it to herself. All the support and love and grace that she desired, she was able to give to herself. The powerful energy of the yin represents the earth, moon, and motherhood. It nurtures you and makes you strong. Welcome the positive vibration and stay grounded. Nurture yourself. Nurture yourself, quite literally. Oh my gosh. Change your lifestyle. Nurture your body through communion with nature and strengthen your spirit with laughter. Engage in mindful exercises like Tai Chi, Qigong. Have you ever heard of Qigong? It's a breathing technique. You should look it up and try it. There's a book on it. Address discomfort before it is too late. Address discomfort before it is too late. Modify your diet. Now they're drawing my attention to something else quickly they want me to get into. Okay? You cannot modify your diet. Now, they just triggered my memory with that, okay? I'm going to use an example I got from another YouTube video, okay? Because this is what they want me to bring up. Resentment is like the feeling of hunger, okay? You cannot heal resentment by taking no action. And I'm going to explain. Okay? This is what they mean by modify your diet, by the way. You cannot heal resentment by taking no action. Okay? I just saw my engine numbers. Wow. Here's the thing. Let's say I'm starving. I haven't eaten all day. I haven't eaten in like 48 hours. Okay? We're going to really drag it. I haven't eaten like 24, 48 hours. Okay? So I'm starving. My stomach is growling. Now, if I try to heal and anguish that hunger by processing it like I would anything else, I might say to myself, let me become aware of this feeling. Let me allow myself to feel this feeling. Let me validate this feeling. Right? So I'm allowing myself, I feel hungry, okay? I become aware of the hunger, okay? I'm hungry. I then allow myself to feel that feeling, okay? I feel hungry. I'm aware of my hunger. I really feel hungry. I'm feeling the hunger, right? Bringing that into my conscious awareness, now I validate it. I validate that feeling, okay? And we try to cure hunger like any other emotion. It's the same as trying to cure resentment like any other emotion, okay? So I validate my hunger. I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? I haven't eaten in like 36 hours. That is a really long time. I probably should be hungry. Okay, I validated my feeling. Now, does that mean my feeling of hunger is gone? No, I need to take an action in order to satiate my hunger. Okay, so resentment is the same way. You can become aware of your resentment, allow yourself to feel the feeling of the resentment and anger. You could validate the feeling of resentment by saying, you know what? Yeah, I've been through all this and all that, so it makes sense. But without taking conscious action to heal the resentment that you feel and go within and see the root of the resentment and where it's really stemming from, because it's probably a subconscious, unconscious childhood wound and pattern that's coming up, being triggered, that is causing you to resent anybody outside of you. Because I ended up getting to a point where I almost resented this other person for not showing up for me in the way that I wanted them to show up for me, because I perceived love as a means of survival. So when they weren't showing up for me in the way that my caregiver didn't show up for me in childhood, again, combining that love energy with abandonment, I then started to resent this other person. Okay? You can't heal that resentment by just validating the resentment and saying, okay, yeah, you know what, I've been through these childhood wounds and all that, so that's probably why I perceive this person the way to begin resenting them. No, you actually need to go within, become consciously aware of your childhood wounds, begin to process your childhood wounds, begin to heal your childhood wounds, so this way you no longer view this person in a way of not showing up for you in the way that you need to show up for them. You need them to show up for you because you no longer perceive love in a way that's a means of survival. You quite literally need to go within and heal the way that you perceive love. Take that action, take that first small step to change and create new neural pathways in your brain to change the way that you perceive love in order to stop resenting this person. You can't just validate your feeling of resentment and expect yourself to stop resenting this person. Okay, so that's what they mean by modify your diet. Address discomfort before it is too late. Another thing they want me to point out very clear as day is that anxiety is every emotion is a trigger emotion. Okay, anxiety is simply alerting your body and trying to bring into conscious awareness, trying to bring into your conscious awareness a pattern that is no longer serving you. So the next time you feel anxiety, I encourage you to think about the exact thing that you were about to do before you felt that anxiety. Think about the exact thought that you had before you felt that anxiety, because all anxiety is doing is alerting you to a pattern that is no longer serving you. That's all that anxiety is ever doing for us. Okay, it's time to become aware of that and address that discomfort that you feel before it is too late. Okay, with the number 3 here, they're making me think of the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands is like waiting for divine timing, waiting for your ships to sail in, waiting around for divine timing, waiting around for divine timing. You can't just wait. Watch a tarot reading that keeps saying that this person's going to come back and not do anything about the resentment that you feel, not do anything about your attachment issues, not do anything about not healing your childhood wounds, then expect this to happen. It's not going to work like that, okay? This card was at the top of the deck, was at the bottom of the deck, right? Detach, it says. Worry over nothing and fear nothing, right? No longer operate from this fear-based, survival-based way of love. Worry over nothing and fear nothing. Truly let go. Detach and leave all of your past behind you, emotional or material. You will be adequately provided for, but not through holding onto attachments. The universe enforces perfect balance. Like I said, it only knows energy dynamics. It doesn't care. Time is an illusion to it. Live simply. They wanted me to read from the book, and this is what they want me to read. Unconditional love is about trust and letting go. If you refuse to relinquish control, true potential may never be realized. Allow things to happen without your influence. It says, this month is critical for you to manifest your aspirations. Express and embrace feminine energy. Nurture yourself, okay? Coexist, synergy. Seize your complaints and work as a team instead. Like I said, if you truly believe you're in an energetic connection, guess what? You got to let go of the fear and say, hey, you know what? I got to love myself first. I got to put myself first. Because I understand that this person can only meet me where I meet myself. Oh my gosh, be flexible. You see this person on a boat? This is like being in turbulent waters and moving to a calmer ones, like the Six of Swords. Everything happens for a reason. There are many options out there. Perfection is an illusion. You can move forward even while going against the current. Particularity will divert you from your destination. Okay, yeah, exactly. So you could say, I gotta let go of you right now. And that might be just right now in this present moment. But the thing is, you have to be in the present moment. Understand, you can move forward even while going against the current. If you truly believe that you're meant to end up with this person, and then walking away from them would be going against the current, right? That is moving forward though. If you're very particular about how you get to this destination, you will divert yourself from getting there, okay? That's what they're trying to say. Seize your complaints and work as a team instead. Work as an energetic team instead. And understand and trust in your intuition and trust, if you really believe you're in an energetic soul connection with this person, then guess what? You don't need to know all the answers. You don't need to know. I just saw my angel numbers again. You can't make it up. You will breed unnecessary stress and pressure if you expect others to think or behave like you. Be empathetic. Everyone has a role to play. Like I said, everyone has their own journey. This person has their own subconscious patterns and limiting beliefs. Did you see how that just came out? Did you see those other cards play out so it could come out? Everyone has their own role to play. Think twice. When things seem so obvious, there may be more to it than the surface appearance. Don't underestimate the situation. Think twice and explore more deeply before taking action. You may have to approach it differently. Okay? Again, change your lifestyle. Yup. You may have to approach it differently, aka change your lifestyle, modify your diet, like I said. I'm going to read something from... Oh my gosh. They wanted me to read something from this book. They wanted me to flip to it. Forgiveness. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Are we serious? Wow, that's how you know Spirit's present. Do you see me just flip to that? Like, you can't make that up. Like, how would I know? I acknowledge that 44, my angel numbers too. Oh my gosh. Wow. And as I said that, it was 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. Wow. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. You can never flow with your natural energy of love unless you release the negative energy of hate, anger, intolerance, or blame. Every soul in your path has free will, and you have no control over that. What you do have control over is how you react to the manifestation of others' free will. Like I said, everyone has their own journey. Holding on to that negative energy will strengthen karmic cycles, and forgiveness can break that pattern. You have to ask yourself, what is keeping you in a cycle of arguing with another person, of conflict with another person, of back and forth? What is allowing you to allow someone to come in and out of your life, to dangle a card in front of your face? The most important person, and understand that if that person's doing it, they have their own things to heal. And it's not to judge them, but it's just to understand that this person has their own free will. And you have your own free will. And you have to take control of your own life and your own path. Because you can't control theirs. You can't direct where they go, where they turn, or how they turn, or if they spin in a circle for 3 years. You can't control that. And that's your perception as well. You just might perceive that person spinning in a circle, but that might be exactly the journey that they need to take. Like this other card said, you can move forward by going against the current. That might be exactly what this person is doing. You gotta worry about your own journey and stop focusing out. So holding on to that negative energy will strengthen karmic cycles, and forgiveness can break that pattern. The most important person you must learn to forgive is always yourself. Blaming others for failures blocks the natural flow of love. You hear that, animal? Blaming yourself for failures blocks the natural flow of love, which will, okay? And the natural flow of love will attract all good things into your life. So allow that to be there now. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Again, don't harbor any regret or resentment for any choices that you made. If this person ends up never with free will, you know, in this lifetime, doing whatever it would take for you guys to actually come together. Trust that every experience that you experienced in your life was to count your blessings, quite literally. Count your blessings. Understand this was to help you come into union with yourself, reconcile with yourself, into your own inner work, and overstand that you don't have to earn love. So still don't have any regret. The soul doesn't know time. Oh my gosh, are you fucking kidding me? How the fuck would I know this? Wow, this is how you know they're fucking here. The soul doesn't know time. Time is a construct of the physical dimension. To your soul, there is only one big now. Quite literally, focus on the now. Don't focus on what will happen in the future with you two. Focus on the now. Okay? To your soul, there is only one big now. Think of the past as the now that has already been created, and the future as the now that has yet to be created. You don't have the power to uncreate the past, so let that go. Your power of creation lies in your awareness of the present. You have the power to not only create your future, but also create acceptance of your past. I'm gonna read that again. You have the power to not only create your future, but also create acceptance of your past if you focus on the now. You should realize that you are the total summation of every single experience you have had. These experiences have helped shape you into the person you are today. Train yourself not to judge past events as good or bad, but as opportunities. There's no such thing as good or bad. It's all just energy. What have you learned from the past that will help enrich your future? Understand that good and bad are just opposite ends of the same force. If you're not new to my channel, you've heard me say this before. Focusing on the past and letting it dictate the direction of your future is taking your power away from yourself. You are the creator. You hold the power. I'm going to repeat that one more time. Focusing on the past and letting it dictate the direction of your future is taking your power away from yourself. You are the creator. You hold the power. Reflect on the lessons of the past and use your current power, remember, in the now, your current power, to create your bright future. That's it. That's all they have to say. They just want one card from the Self-Care Oracle about what you can do for yourself. Burning Bowl Ritual. Did you see how that flipped? With the number 7 here, I mean, you can't make it up. The number 7, remember, the 7 of Swords was the first card that I saw. Self-deception, like I said. In order to get rid of the self-deception, they're saying do a Burning Bowl Ritual, okay? Seek professional advice, hypnosis, Soul retrieval in particular is what I'm hearing, okay? And love yourself. Love starts with you, begins and ends with you. This card stayed behind. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Okay, so change your lifestyle now. You know what to do. Okay? You have the answers. Ignore conflicting advice from multiple sources, right? Don't watch another tarot reading that's gonna say, they're gonna call you tomorrow, honey. You need to change to transmute this energy, okay? I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Accept everything that has happened as it is. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness, quite literally. Don't rely on others to resolve your problems. Rest assured that you will conquer those obstacles. You know the solution. It takes time. Okay? You know the solution. It takes time. Okay, guys. That's all they have to say. I'm sending you guys so much love. Like, wait. These two Divine Feminine Healing cards were in the middle of this. We're in the middle of this deck, and it was in the box. Wow. I focus on the experiences in my journey rather than the destination. That's everything I said. I'm just going to leave these here. Smelling roses. Okay. Sunny side. I will not let past challenges rob me of opportunities to be happy in the future. With Dream Journal, what did I say? What did I say? Visualize, you know, that vulnerability with another person. Take a small step of writing it with yourself, okay? Soak in a bath, be vulnerable with yourself, release with yourself. Hypnosis may help, or other professional advice that's coming to mind, that's calling to you, okay? I just want to leave these two here. Focus on the experiences in your journey, not the destination. Don't allow past challenges to rob you of opportunities to be happy in the future, okay? Balanceless karma. Allow that childhood you to be a past life because it no longer serves you and you don't need it anymore, okay? Okay, they just... Ephemerators. Peacefulness. I have a peaceful, tranquil, and untroubled heart. This is where I choose to spend my time. I can bring guests, but any person, thought, or event that brings drama or chaos is not invited. My heart is a special property, and I'm going to keep it that way so we can all keep enjoying it, and I can get my security deposit back. Options. As I open to the abundant possibilities of my life path, I'm reminded that I always have unlimited options. Life is a buffet, and I allow myself to choose whatever makes me happiest without limiting thoughts like, you can't put mac and cheese on your baked potato. Okay. I'm sending you guys so much love, 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 love. I'm gonna end this video like I ended the one yesterday. Go, grow, and glow, baby girl, baby boy, baby boo. Okay? You got this. We got this. I'm doing this with you, all right? If you guys want to chat a little bit more about this, my DMs are always open. My Instagram will be linked in the description box. Okay, I'm sending you guys so much love and light. Healing together.